All right. Well, I just made a, I don't know if you call it a TV show anymore. It's on YouTube with the Game Grumps. You guys know who the Game Grumps are? Well, don't give them a complex if you don't. Like, just pretend you do. But they have more. They're more influential than me. They're influencers. Don't do that silent thing. I'm gonna kill myself. Well, I'm naming you guys in the note.
How about this, Dan? They won't do that silent thing if you start doing that funny thing.
Oh shit.
This show up until now has been fucking gold. You're not gonna get to me with that one. I'm not insecure tonight. I'm riding high. I feel good. I feel eloquent in my drunken rage. I'm not a Nazi. It's the new minimum bar for nobility. I feel like a fucking knight. Please welcome the Game Grumps, Aaron Hansen and Danny Avidan.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sit wherever you like. Oh, Grumps. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Game Grumps.
Hi.
Now, statistically speaking, one of you might be a Nazi.
Not a Nazi. Just want to.
No, I said it second. So
Yeah. Now you're just copying me.
Also not a Nazi, I promise.
Thank you.
You guys had me on your show, the Game Grumps.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun.
It was.
I really felt like we made fast best friends, at least on my side. Like,
This is where we wanted to break the news to you, Dan.
I'm like only your third favorite person.
Oh, your episode was very well liked, as far as we can tell.
Oh, really?
I mean, certainly on our end.
Right.
But in terms of the fans, and
How much
everything.
do you guys look at, though? I mean, you're in this gaming community. I'm not going to throw the whole community under the bus, but let's face it. I mean, come on. Nazis, right? Just a large share of them.
What's the deal with Nazis? I mean, come on.
To the point where I can't put you in a corner and make you say yes or no to that. Like they're there. They exist there.
They aren't Nazis.
No, you're very
record.
right. Because I've experienced the same thing where it's like I could come on stage and just be like, yeah, fuck Nazis, right? But like if I said that on Twitter, it's like it's a whole thing, and then people start, and then it's like, oh, but you and I want to talk about this instead. It's like, no, don't fucking skirt the issue, man. We're talking about hating Nazis right now.
We're talking about game grumping.
It is weird. There's a game that we used to play. This is probably not unique to us, but like we would look at the YouTube comments and see how it started, and then see like what it ended up being, like 45 comments later. And it would always start with stuff like, "Man, the Cat in the Hat is a dumb game," and then the last one is like, "Fucking Jews."
YouTube comments are amazing. It's like fun to play that game of like, well, this is a knitting tutorial. This can't get racist.
Yeah.
And then just like 12 comments in, it's like typical libtards N-word loving of that. Of course she'd do a crook stitch.
I mean, it's perfect because the way they format comments is like you see the first comment and then it beds the other replies to that comment underneath it, but it only shows the last comment in that thread. So it'll just be like, I like when Dan said this funny thing, and then it ends with fucking Jews. Like literally, that's where it goes.
It's a bad time.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, it's an especially bad time to go after Jews because even the Nazis are into them now.
I know, I'm a Jew.
It's not that kind of Nazism right at the moment. My girlfriend feels safe. Like Jared Kushner is the Israeli prime minister. I think right now, we're fine. In that department, it's not going to manifest itself in quite that way. It's a new Nazi. It's not your mama's Nazi.
No. It's the hot new Nazi on the streets.
There's like frosted tips on the swastika if you look real close.
Frosted tips.
But what I was gonna say is I think and this is I get it. I get it and I don't get it. I don't pretend to. The gamer community has had its good times and its bad. The one thing that's kind of persisted is it's a passionate community. A lot of very cool people are passionate about being gamers, and a lot of horrible people are passionate about it, et cetera, et cetera. But do you guys look at comments? You just implied that you do.
No,
not anymore.
Okay.
We did when we started because you don't know what you're in for, and there's that kind of feeling of like, oh, cool, they're saying stuff about us, and I can learn from it. You can't fucking learn anything from anything from it.
Yeah, I always wonder about that because I would obsess about it with Community, and I felt safe. I must have been incredibly popular for 2 seasons of Community because I never really encountered so much that it made me cry, and now I can't look at anything without starting to cry. Like it could be,
dude.
But maybe it's just like. But I got like for a while I was like insisting on it, and I would say like like the Modern Family showrunners would be like, oh, you sure are active on Twitter, and I'd go like, yeah, well, you sure are handsome and successful, and
you showed them.
And then they'd be like, you should be careful of that feedback loop. Don't you're concerned about the feedback loop? And I'd be like, feedback loop? You mean like giving the power to the people? Yo! But then now all these years later, I'm like, fuck everyone. Like I cannot stand you. I hate all of you. Yeah. Everyone outside of my home, I hate you.
Cool.
That's sort of the paradox to it, right? Like people. Fans at least feel like they need to be listened to and engaged with, and that makes you a better creator, but at the same time they like you for the stuff that's coming out of your brain and not necessarily what they're asking for, right?
Yeah. So
it's like you can't win either way.
Yeah.
So you just have to pick one and then stick with it. And I picked the one that keeps me out of therapy.
which is just doing what comes out of your head.
Yeah.
And if that entails cutting the feedback loose.
Yeah, because it's narcissistic one way or another to keep like looking at what people are saying about you, like regardless of the context, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're Googling yourself, if you're getting good or bad, it's still like this is all about me right now. You need to detach from that and start.
And the thing about positive feedback is it may be less effective per capita than negative feedback. We all know that negative shit. We've talked about this on the podcast. If I say, "Oh, you're going to wear that shirt," like you're going to remember that out of the 9 things I say. I didn't even say anything negative, but I just like implied something. It's like you're going to.
Did you just neg my Care Bears metal shirt?
You're gonna remember that, and next time you're getting dressed, it doesn't matter if you think that I'm a fashionista. It doesn't matter. Like you'll just be like, it'll just stick in your head more than if I told you were handsome, that you look like you've been jogging today. I don't know what people say when they're being nice. Well, that sounds like an insult. You look like you've been jogging today.
If you really want to fuck somebody up, just go, hey, what's up, ankles?
But
what?
But here's
why
the
am
thing
I
about,
ankles?
I think the
What's
reason
wrong
why
with my ankles?
Positive feedback doesn't stick as much as negative feedback is because positive feedback tends to blend together because liking things is a harmonic thing. I'm not just saying that because I'm Harmon.
I have a different view of that. I think the reason that negative stuff sticks is because most people have a negative self-image of themselves, and when they hear things, it validates what they already think about themselves.
Sure.
And if you hear something positive, it's usually something like, well, I don't really believe that, and you sort of move on,
Yeah.
And then you see the person that's like, well, you're not funny, and then you're like, I'm not funny.
Right.
Somebody else sees it too.
Right.
And,
And people want to self-improve. I mean, we come out here to La La Land to fix whatever happened on the playground. That bully said I was a fat nerd, so I'm gonna go to LA and I'm gonna make my fat nerdness powerful. And then a bunch of fat nerds say you're powerful, and then one fat nerd goes, "It'd be nice if he was fatter and nerdier." And you're like, that guy. Everyone else, you're kind of like, excuse me, and that's what people are always complaining about. It always bums me out that people are like, I know you don't respond to positive stuff. And
I know, oh God, I wish I could remember where I heard this. Probably Radiolab. I'm about to do a dumb Radiolab regurgitation. But I think one theory is that the idea is we hold on to negative stuff more than positive stuff as a survival mechanism from back in the day,
right,
where you're a caveman, and of all the stuff you learn in a day, you have to remember that mushroom is poisonous. That will kill you.
Yeah, that's going to make you last longer.
Yeah, totally. So that kind of might be why it sticks with us.
I like that. Well, that puts a positive spin on why negativity drives us. And then it doesn't involve us having to listen to negative people. Because they're not mushrooms. They can't kill us. They're pieces of shit.
Right.
And it's also okay to not look at feedback because let's be honest, if you guys have experienced this, it's like you scroll so fucking fast.
Yeah.
The minute this is what I hate admitting, because I hate it when people go, "Oh, you don't like people when they support you, so I think I'll tell you to go fuck yourself." And I say, double fuck you for implying that. But they're right. That person is right. because I need to improve myself there. You scroll through shit and you can scan. Your brain gets so good at recognizing like a solid, eloquent paragraph that's supporting you to just fucking like just whoop, whoop, whoop. You're just like scrolling. The better the episode of Rick and Morty, the faster you scroll and you can stop it. I was like, where these fucking female writers fucking shit up? It's the worst episode ever. And you're like, fuck you. I'm going to talk to you for 3 days. And you just, it's weird scanning for hatred and alarm and yeah.
Have you ever heard of Herp Derp?
Herp Derp.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's a Chrome extension for Google Chrome, and it changes all of YouTube comments to some form of herp derp, herpy derp. Like, there's just those. But if you're curious, like if you see, you can still see if something has like 700 thumbs up or something like that, and then you can click on it, and then you'll see the actual. It'll turn into the actual comment. Yeah. So what we used to do, I can't take credit for this. This was our buddy Ross. Yeah. He came up with Emotional Minesweeper, which is the game where you like click on herp derp comments until you hit the one that makes you feel sad.
That's the bomb.
That's awesome. That we should do something like that on this show. But then these assholes will go like, I want to be the Minesweep. You're not really assholes. Thank you for coming. You're the good ones. Whatever you want to hear. Whatever motivates you, chipmunks.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they respond to.
Yeah. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, I should introduce you guys. You guys do this thing on YouTube, right? No. Yeah. I mean, you guys have how many YouTube followers do you have?
We just hit 4 million.
4 million. Yeah. I'm like extra impressed because I went to do your Game Grumps thing so we did the show. It's premiering the 30th. It's called Good Game.
Good Game, right?
And it's an attempt to do esports sitcom. Let's fuck it. That audience isn't picky.
Sick endorsement, bro.
Well, so actually, I sort of want to put this onto you. I'm actually curious because I never really heard you talk about it. Like, what was your interest in it? Because you sort of championed it. It was created by. I was
interested in it because Michelle Morrow, who pitched it, she had worked as a caster forever, and she was coming in explaining because I was like, esports, nothing. I don't know nothing. Our first 8 conversations, every time I tried to say, I kept saying League of Nations instead of League of Legends, which is like extra funny because that's even even if like Hoover had been in the room, he'd be like, "Oh, Dad, League of Nations? What are you, Coolidge?" It's the Hoover Union now. Anyways, what she had she described the fact that that esports is like bigger than this and bigger than that, all the statistics, but it was like. It was like the idea that it was the Wild West because of that. There was no. It's like that there's no established league. It's all just fucking deadwood. It's like corporations all jockeying to everyone wants to be the company that kind of figures out what esports is.
Right.
And I found that a fascinating backdrop. That's what caught my interest.
That's
and then
awesome.
I was like, let's just do community.
Well, we had a good time with it. I mean,
it was awesome.
No, you guys are fucking amazing. I'm sorry if you think I'm like I'm not. I love that. I love the show. Everyone's gonna watch it. It's on the 30th. I'm not. I just know that gamer audiences are like, they're not gonna be like, it's so heartwarming. I loved it.
Aaron and Dan, how does the show go? I've not seen it. So what is the show exactly?
Well, so the plot of the show is that Dan and I are roommates.
We're 2 30-something losers.
Yeah.
Huge stretch.
When I was like 12 to 15, I was really good at playing Dota, which is a popular competitive game.
Dawn of the Ancients.
Something like that. Defense of the assholes,
Archives.
Yeah. Dinosaurs of the Atlanta.
I just put placeholders every time I was writing something.
I was a prodigy, and then I sort of gave it up for one reason or another. And Dan's sort of my scheming roommate, so I guess. And you saw a thing on TV that said esports is this $1 million industry, and knowing that I'm amazing at video games, he was like, "Let's start an esports team." So that's where we start off and then we recruit other gamers, and they're all like not your typical esports players because they're usually what, like 18-year-old Koreans.
Yeah.
And now it's
Topical.
maybe okay to say you shouldn't be Korean.
If you're out there and you're Korean, don't.
If you heard me faltering at the end of that conclusion, it's
Was it a moral
I was
dilemma?
like, I don't think this is going to come out true. Just I was just connecting linguistic dots from the headlines.
Does anyone know where Guam is? I don't know where Guam is.
It's way far. It's closer. It's much closer to like South Korea than it is.
Yeah,
to,
I assumed it sounds like it. I mean, obviously it's not Guatemala. It sounds like it should be in South America, but I assumed it must not be. Otherwise, they wouldn't be talking about it. So great, good to know.
I can tell you this: Guam
Over
is
there.
nowhere near Guatemala.
I thought it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected it to be. And
except
then
in the
when they're-
dictionary.
Right. They were very close.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Just countries.
Is it just like alphabetical? Like we're talking about good game. There's Game Grumps and then there's good game, and now we're talking about Guam.
Yeah.
Are we moving on to the next letter?
But you guys are very.
What's up with guacamole?
You guys like
are
guac.
is it an avocado? What is it?
Yeah. That's what guacamole is.
I fell in love with you guys just from like the first click. I got some Rick and Morty writers, Sarah and Erica, to like because they're like more familiar with esports and
They
competitive
played
gaming
Heroes
and
of the
stuff.
Storm, I think.
They came in and did a great fucking job, and I am proud of the show. But I'm like it's of special note how like charismatic you guys are, because you're self starters. You're just doing this thing like. I mean, that's a common thing now, I guess. Like every like top 40 artists are people who just like did it by themselves and all this shit. But it's always impressive to see you guys. Like, you didn't go to Juilliard, but you're amazing at being in front of the camera and acting like yourselves, which is a huge challenge.
Well, I went to Juilliard for 4 years.
Yeah, no offense to everyone that went to Juilliard. Like, I mean, that's good too. But no, you guys are like super like I can see why the huge following, because you're very genuine, sincere. Other synonyms for that.
Thanks, man.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things in the world that the girls played for me was a clip of you. What was the game where it was like unbelievably like you couldn't get past a certain level? I know you say that happens all the time, but like there was that one. It was like Rocket Boy.
Battle Kid?
Battle Kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a shit show.
If you're looking for highlights, that's probably like something you could like YouTube in, where it's like listening to Aaron like get so fucking sincerely upset, like way past the multiple thresholds of like, okay, I should keep it together because this isn't good optics, but then like getting so fucking mad.
No, that was definitely a form of therapy playing that game, because I got more angry than I think I've ever gotten ever in my life ever. And it was just a dumb video game. So I think I broke something in the office.
I think that's one thing that is true of all things that are popular on YouTube, like, because it's such a weird. Some people like this and some people like this, and it's all so crazy and different. But the one common thread is that people like honesty. People like super honest reactions, whether someone's having a really awesome time or a really shitty time, or they're very embarrassed. Like, people are drawn to things that are real, you know? And I think TV is
if you're going to
so
be
much fakeness.
dishonest these days, you have to be so fucking good. It's insane. Like the guy who does the micro impressions, who I really want to have on the show, and I talked to him at Comic-Con. He's like this. He does the 50 impressions in a minute thing, but his impressions are half a second long each, because it's just like Kevin Spacey if he forgot his straw.
Oh, is that Ross? What's his name?
Yeah.
Ross what? Ross Marquand.
That guy's
from,
amazing.
From Walking Dead?
So that's an example of like, he's not being himself, he's literally being other people, but it's like you have to be that on point, or for the rest of us, you got to be yourself, because there's a long line of like, it's a small corner in a big market, whatever the economics are. But speaking of which, I think you guys are like impressive businessmen, or is it just you, Aaron? Like, because you're
let me take this one.
Well, they have a.
It's the hair.
You guys
I look
have
like
a
a
history.
scumbag.
It's Danny can take it. He knows he's got the goods. But it is fascinating to me that like Aaron, you did this show starts with you playing video games and loving it, and then there's a point where you
Loving it is
and you're a little grumpy about it. But then there's a point where you like kind of hire Danny to be the Chong to your Cheech, right?
Yeah,
But you guys are so amazing together that no one would ever think that from seeing you two interact. But you actually kind of were like, I'll take that guy.
Well, yeah. Well, I originally started it with another guy named John, and he
Fuck that guy.
This guy gets it.
All right. But he left the show, and I was looking for another partner, and we were writing an album at the time called Starbomb, and we were sitting together.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. That one album.
You and the other guy were writing the album, or you and Dan?
It was me and Dan.
Okay.
And then we
Is
had
that why the other guy left? He's like, why don't you marry that guy you're doing an album with?
It's a.
Okay, that's a yes, and you can move on. That's
Okay.
fine.
So, writing the album with Dan, we were naming the song titles, and we were just busting a gut laughing in my living room for like hours. And so I thought if ever this other guy like got sick or something, like I would get Dan to replace him for a couple episodes. And then when he left, I was like, well, fucking Dan, obviously. And then he did it, and it was amazing. Like right off the bat, it was like perfect chemistry.
There are certain friends that just like make you fucking giggle like an idiot, like, and it's always there. So that, I mean, it's really how we are in our regular life when we're playing games together anyway. So
I mean, there's some shit where we're in between doing episodes that I wish were in episodes because we're just constantly making each other laugh. And also the off-camera jokes can be a little more dicey.
yeah.
Which also like we wish we could, but it's like no, it's not gonna go. We don't want to cause like.
But I've been to your office, which I can't say where it is because you guys are so popular that someone will show up just to kill themselves in your bathtub. Like
yeah.
But
That's what
like,
they do.
And I'm envious of
famous
that.
story.
I'm always like, wow, that's gross.
That old chestnut.
But you're just a little tyke. How can I ask how old you are? Are you still young enough to
Me?
No, the younger guy. No, I don't. How old are both of you? Is it okay to ask?
I'm 30.
I guess that's a weird thing for me to put people. I keep doing that to guests, and then it's like, what if they say no? Then that's weird.
Yeah, it would be weird if they said no.
Yeah. Then people would be like, they must be a mummy. So I shouldn't do that anymore.
No, I don't care. I'm 38.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's bizarre to think about too, because like when I started doing Game Grumps, I was 25, and like 25 to 30 is like a huge fucking jump.
Yeah.
So it sort of makes us worry a little bit, like how much longer we have, because our audience usually skews a little younger. So we're like, I don't know if people want to watch like 50-year-old dudes playing video games on YouTube.
You think about that, but I kind of can tell you think about that just from walking into your office, because I get the sense that you are business minded from just walking around your office space. You have people working for you. I have an animation studio, and I'm not as organized as what I saw when I went over there. like I should arguably like feel less chaos. Well,
I think that has a lot to do with
Our cleaning lady.
But you guys have like a little indie game that you were developing.
Yeah, we just released Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys know about that? That's cool.
Me and my friend went on an odyssey to find the Comic-Con booth, and we got to where it was after it closed, and it was a real bummer. But that's not your fault at all. I'm just trying to say that's how excited we were.
Dick
for
move
that.
on our part, man.
Yeah,
It's Daddy Dream Date. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. The acronym goes down is DDADDS, which is dads.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it.
So you're the hot new dad that's just moved into a neighborhood, and you're trying to seduce other dads.
And you get
Available now on Steam.
What do you have? Sorry if this gets embarrassing or whatever, but I like the sincerity and stuff. Like you said, like that is like it does occur to me that that's a thought that you might have, that you're like, oh, how long can we do this? Can we do this forever? I can't be 50 and play video games. So what you must then... You have some exit strategy. What is it?
Nope. Just pointless worrying.
Is it my hit show on YouTube Red? That's
You
about
know
to
it,
premiere?
Dan.
Yeah, I mean, not to get too weird about it, but like it is a little bit diversification. But when it comes to that, it's more. We have people that are working at the office, and from very early on, when I started bringing more people on to the group, my goal was to like get them to a place where they can do their own projects. So like sort of use Game Grumps to catapult other projects off of, because that's sort of like the backbone. Everybody's watching it every day. You know, NSP has huge visibility. His band Ninja Sex Party has huge visibility now because he's in people's lives every day.
Right.
So when he releases a music video, people, you know, we can promote it on the show. People know who Dan is, so they're excited about that. So that was sort of what Dream Daddy was. I had the guy who spearheaded it, Vernon, in our office, who was our in-house producer, just had this idea. He was like, "Hey, I want to make a dad dating simulator. Will you fund it?" And I was
We were like, you're fired.
yeah. No, my response was like, "Fuck yes, hell yeah!" So he just started making it, and then eventually it became a thing, and that's sort of what I hope everyone can be in a position for, and then so they get to follow their dream projects, and then by helping them, you know, I'm an investor, so I can. Whatever.
I mean, you think exactly like me, and so I just want to say, like, don't depend on their loyalty; they'll eat you. But I'm doing fine. I'm very happy. I'm just a workaholic, and I'm like, yeah, like you're like when I hear you guys talk about that stuff, it comforts me, and I have affection for you guys.
Oh,
Dan.
I just want to die in as least pain possible, you know?
I thought you were going to say in our arms.
Hey, that
didn't
seems...
you just talk about like for 5 minutes how you wanted to blow your brains out in a bathtub?
Yeah, and then I talked about how you guys have a bathtub.
Oh, yeah. Are you the kid?
And how
Are you
your
gonna dress up
fans
as a
want to
kid?
kill themselves in your bathtub. Remember, you're connecting
Yeah.
these dots? Like, guess who's coming? Guess who's coming to beta test Daddy Dream Date after its alpha release?
Wait, did you say Danny Dream Date? It's Daddy Dream.
Freudian slip.
Paging
Wait, what the
Dr.
fuck?
Freud.
What the hell? Yeah, when we were back there, because we have a little monitor where we can watch you on stage, we were just sitting there looking at each other, and I was just thinking, like, this is a hard act to follow. Because, man, it was heated. It was heated, dude.
No, I went all Lewis Black. Like, I was like, ah!
Is that how it usually is?
No. No, not usually. I think it was a rough day for everybody. I mean, it was fucking heated down there. It was like there was a muscle knot in America today. A fucking dude or someone died. A lady died. I was like, who cares what the fucking gender was? Someone died. At least one person. A bunch of people. There's fucking like. And the most disheartening thing was like within seconds, memes going from one American to another American, like with graphic imagery of that horrific, horrible thing. An American killing an American, and then an American on their laptop putting fucking impact font bullshit on it and sending it to another American as if to say, human life means nothing to me. America means nothing to me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a fucking threshold
Sincerely
for sure.
up. Yeah.
We've gotten beyond glib. I'm 15 and I haven't evolved a conscience yet. That like, I think I'll throw you a black and white photo that's maybe unsightly and like, puts fear into you because I think the young should eat the old. This was just like 30-year-olds terrorizing 30-year-olds with actual blood that just had been spilt and probably wasn't cold yet.
Right.
But I'm fine. I mean, we're in the bluest of blue states. I'll be like, you know, I just want, you know, I want to get, I want to get killed by a Nazi. Like, I mean, even though.
Start doing game.
Let's bring him out.
That's your Nazi introduction
Bruno.
music?
Yeah.
It's Randall the Nazi.
He's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Put your hands together.
If you wanted to die, wouldn't you choose assassination by Nazi over colon cancer?
Are those my only choices?
And specifically, you have to die of colon cancer while everyone around you is dying by Nazi. Then I'm for sure. I'm like, kill me by Nazi. I don't want to be around for this.
You're getting a glimpse of the better one, right? Like right in front of you. You're like, I should have chose the Nazi. Look at how much fun everyone's having.
Wait, I could have chose Nazi? Jesus Christ.
That's the thing I think Nazis need to understand is that they're not gonna. It's not gonna be like you go to your 7-Eleven the next day and it's an American 7-Eleven and the Slim Jims are cheaper. It's gonna be torn down and there's gonna be a boot warehouse there. Your country's gonna suck when it's taken over by a bunch of people that suck so bad that they couldn't even do anything with all their privilege. All right. Anyways. All right. Well, if you think it's bad now and you shouldn't,
I think if you keep talking, you might get killed by a Nazi sooner than you think.
Well, it's taken less than what I've already said in the past for people that have had less. Of course, I'm going to get killed by Nazi.
I don't think you have the guts to actually dare a Nazi to kill you, Dan.
I just did, and come on.
Yeah, Dan.
I dare a Nazi to kill me.
You're going to forget about it, like, at the end of the night, and I'm going to get together, like, let's play Truth or Dare. You'll be like, okay, I dare you to get a Nazi to kill you. You're going to be like, shit.
But I double dare America to kill Nazism.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully that'll work faster.
Damn.
Come on.
Nice deflection.
America. Come on. What, Jeff, you want to hang out in Nazi America and just be like, I dodged a bullet?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, what are you goading me for? You say it. Dare a Nazi to kill you.
Yeah, Jeff.
I dare a Nazi to kill me right now. Oh.
Okay.
You had your chance, Nazis.
Window closed.
Well,
I was always certain it was going to be Adam Goldberg that killed me. But
we were gonna, because you're Game Grumps, we were gonna like maybe I was gonna go into my Minecraft world, but we don't
do it.
We don't have time for that.
You have time to do it.
Do you want to?
I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna watch me punch down a tree. It's not gonna. It's
Wait. So what's? Hold on. Yeah. I want to know because you play Minecraft. You play Minecraft.
I play it.
What's your proudest like structure in Minecraft?
That's what we don't have any of that.
Well, on the show, I played. I showed everybody my. Are you familiar with a wither? What a wither is?
What?
A wither farm. Do you know what a wither is?
Oh, God, I'm so out of the loop.
Okay, well,
now, guys, this is when he unzips his pants. It's the oldest trick in the book. Do not fall for this one.
You signed the NDA.
Oh, I also shared verbally with these folks like years ago. Like I created a big cube in the sky, and the whole thing was run on a zombie spawner. So these zombies would get spawned, and then they would get killed, and then all of their nutrients and heads and bones and things would go to different parts of the cube, and they were harvested for their energy and resources and things.
You made the Matrix.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, you made the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's 9/11.
It's 9/11. Okay. Well, so
it's 9/11 in my heart.
Well,
you want to hop on?
Well, yeah. Should I just put it on my lap?
Well, maybe we should switch spots so you could do it on this
Okay.
and it doesn't slide off.
All right.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
So Dan is now going over to make podcast history and play a visual game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's up there.
Are we in the way?
Oh, it's up there.
Should we?
Oh, it's up there.
should
You
we
guys
duck?
are probably fine.
Should we go into like?
I don't know. Well,
Like B-boy stance? Yeah.
For those of you just listening to the show, you're better off.
go. You want to?
Now this is.
I'll narrate. Dan just punched a square.
He's punching. Well, that's the whole game.
Now he's punching some more squares. Now it's raining squares.
It's spruce wood, Jeff.
Spruce wood.
Please.
Don't fucking take the high
Look
road
at my
on
skin.
me.
Well, you
there.
got your own little guy, dude.
Yeah, that's my.
Did you
skin.
make him?
No. Someone, Cherry Lax from the internet, made it for me. Thank you, them.
Oh. I was going to praise how cool it is.
Oh no, it's great, but it wasn't me.
Is Dan playing your game, Spencer, or is Dan playing his own?
It's mine. I got Dan's laptop, but it was the wrong laptop. So we only have my laptop.
And these keys aren't programmed the way I'm used to.
R is the destroy, but the rest should be the same.
All right, so there's a big square fight. There's
I feel like you're gonna be saying lots about squares.
it's kind of cube on cube violence going on here.
Wait, so what do you do? Tell us what's running through your head.
Walk
Dan.
us through your process.
He's making sticks. Why?
Well, I made too many because now oh shit.
Good point. You gotta punch some more
This
trees.
motherfucker made too many sticks.
I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me.
what
What
you
was the best case scenario of playing Minecraft on Harmontown in your head?
This is it, baby.
I don't know. I had the Game Grumps on. I thought that I'd connected some dots. Sometimes I do it badly.
Now, Game Grumps, get grumpy on this game. Grumpy.
Oh yeah. You guys get grumpy.
I've never played Minecraft. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Look, there's a pig.
Well, that's a pig, and
That's a pig?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a pint of strawberry ice cream. We can't tell what that fucking thing
And
is.
a little known trivia.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
Did you murder the pig?
You got stuff above you.
Little
you
known
did it.
trivia: the creeper is actually Notch's attempt at making a pig, and it messed up in the code.
Right.
So he ended up making it a character in Minecraft.
Are you
One of
s-
the most iconic
Okay,
characters.
so I
Holy
chopped
shit,
down some wood, and
You
then
guys don't sound like the game Grumps. You sound like the game
I made the
Delightful.
wood into wood planks, and now I've made an axe out of wood, and that will let me chop down more wood faster.
Wait, so you got a wooden axe?
Yeah.
That's
And
just
now,
a
Dan-
stick shaped like an axe.
And so
And the wooden axe has 64 durability, doesn't it?
Oh, it breaks just like that for sure.
He's got a couple whacks.
well, that's
Oh,
I'm
shit.
I switched
You're
hands.
double fisting.
What are you doing? What are you
All
doing?
right,
Is that lightning? What is that behind your
I
head?
think I have half of an
shit.
angel ring wing.
At this
on.
point, audience, you're all free to go outside and smoke right now. This is a great time to take a bathroom break.
All right. Well, I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft. How's that sound?
Oh shit!
All right,
Oh.
there you go.
Find the bathtub. Find a bathtub.
I'm gonna find the highest ledge.
Do you have any plastic and duct tape?
Yeah, craft a gun, dude. Craft a gun.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
There's no cliffs.
Was that a pig hanging in a tree?
Oh, sure it was.
You can
know
die
what?
in this game?
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Well, you got those little hearts, and once they deplete, then you're dead, like any video game.
I'll make
Okay.
my,
Oh, all right.
I'll make my
Are you
own
gonna
cliff.
you're gonna bury yourself alive? What's going on?
Why are you using the axe on the dirt,
I'll
dude?
make
Come
my own
on.
cliff.
Yeah, that weighs
Because it
double
doesn't
the
matter.
durability.
You
I'm
can
gonna-
just use your fists. Come on. What's going
Oh
on?
boy, it's the same speed as your fists.
Whiz.
So you just punched a bunch of dirt.
Yeah, now he's got 10 hole dirt. You're not gonna kill yourself.
Whoa, whoa,
There you go.
Oh, you gotta use the wood. Use the wood.
And he's
You gotta use the wood.
So long, motherfucker!
You gotta use the wood. It's not enough.
Oh, you didn't even fucking die.
All right. Okay.
You just sprained a fucking ankle.
Okay. All right.
Fucking harvest more dirt and build a
me a
taller,
second.
a
Just
taller
you have
suicide
wood.
tower.
Just talk about your band, and I'll while I mine 20 blocks instead of 10.
Dan tried to kill himself. He just tore an ACL. Fucking.
Again, if you're listening and you're feeling weird feelings, like talk to
Oh,
somebody.
we should edit this out.
How do you climb your tower once you've made your tower?
Oh, once you've made it, he climbed it by building it under his feet.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
That's
I
He
used
can't go to the top unless he builds a staircase to get to the top.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
my God! He's climbing the tower.
There we go. There we go. Got 5 more. Oh, that's much higher. Much higher.
Don't land on the trees now.
Take this, you fucking Nazis!
Yeah!
Let's hear it for the Game Grumps, everybody. Dan and Aaron, everybody. Dan and Aaron from the Game Grumps. Thanks for coming out, fellas. 4 million followers. Be 4 million 1 and 2. Thanks for coming, brother, Chris.
And good game comes on YouTube Red, 8 August 30th. Man, this episode's great.
Yeah, this is You just fake killed yourself by building a dirt tower.
That was a great way for me to salvage a bad decision to play Minecraft.
I think it was a great decision. I love Minecraft.